Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lamordia for our third installment of quests from this new expansion area. It's been going pretty nicely so far. I've found one or two little items of loot. I think what I'm going to try and do, I mentioned before I've got two slots here, a ring one and a bracer that are kind of able to be swapped out if I find anything half decent. I think if I find suitable items like this kind of thing, but if I happen to get lucky and get a really nice curse on them, then I might consider swapping them in. This incidentally is an example of what you can do with the new crafting system. You can see down there in the two Lamordia slots we've got 17 double strike and 3 quality con on there. I was a bit hasty in doing that because I swapped it in and I realized how good the curse was here, the unstoppable one. It might not look like much, but the 2% fortune bonus to max hit points does in fact make quite a difference. You see, we go from 4590 to 4334 when we take the unstoppable one ring off. And if we put a ring that just has quality con, so we're losing maybe, my dodgy maths, maybe 100 is it 150 we're losing ish for removing the curse of the unstoppable one. So for the moment at least, I'm going to leave it on there. It's a story of marginal gains, but the too long didn't listen version would be I'm on the lookout for braces and rings. If I find any, I'm gonna try do a card curse on them, and if I hit a jackpot like I don't know, something like 2 imbue dice or something like that, then I will consider swapping them in, or 2 sneak attack dice, or whatever it happens to be. Okay, so on the menu for today, I was hoping to go and have a look at the northwestern area of the map. So we're gonna have a look at this one, Isles of Agony, and these two here at Schloss Orbrecker. And on the way, as I mentioned before, it's nice to just go and have a look, see if you can find the rares that happen to be in the area. So there's one here on the jetty here, and there's a big one here inside this warehouse sometimes. So we're going to go and pay those a visit, see if we get any joy. I think on my run round the rares, I didn't find the big purple name in the warehouse, so we are on the lookout for that. This one's easy to find, just next to the little boat here, and you can see he's up down there, so we're going to go and do our target of opportunity. And you never know, we might get really lucky and find name loot in this chest. Not today.
You can't put aside the inevitable.
I think I've gone and upset Black Razor. Right, so the first one here, Isles of Agony, takes place in a really frozen area, and there's a nice little mechanic a bit later on. There's this freezing ice on the floor, and you do get a stacking ice damage, ticking damage over time if you spend too much time in there. So I wouldn't recommend that.
As the frigid wind whips across the icy bay, you wonder whether you'll end up freezing to death in this desolate place. But you must find Elise and the unbreakable heart first.
For those of you who don't have the pack, you might have recognized Cordovan's voice there. Now, I wouldn't have recognized it initially, but I've begun to listen to the Fridays at 4. I quite like listening to that. I like how even in the face of, crikey, we've been absolutely hammered there, haven't we? I like how even in the face of somebody hit us for 2. 2 point something damage there. Wow. Nasty people. Even in the face of adversity, like all this horrible lag and all that, he still manages to maintain a reasonably positive demeanor, and I'd be panicking like hell, like, what are we going to do about all this? I guess that's why he's in his position and I walk dogs for a living. Oh, birds, 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 okay. Come on, no stragglers. Let's just wait for the shield to come off cooldown and try and use it again. Yeah, I hope. Come on. That worked pretty well. I waited for them to get together and then pounced. Okay, lovely stuff. So we got mauled at the start and we're just beginning to steady the ship. More birds. That wasn't bad at all, much better.
A long-dead explorer
So you see
lies
the
here,
difference
half
when we
buried
can
in the
manage to
snow.
throw that
The note
shield in and
clutched in his
catch
hand
everything
tells
in
of
a
deadly
group.
cold valley
This
ahead,
is the
and a
cold,
cave
this
sealed by 3
dark
wardstones
thing
scattered
here. That's
throughout
the
valley.
freezing ice, and you can see
A
there we've got
piercing
the
cold that clings to the
extreme
floor
weather
of this
debuff
valley.
there.
Stay up above the ground to avoid the cold's frigid bite.
Cordovan's helpfully telling us. We've got 2 nasties on here, haven't we? Yeah. Okay. I think these have quite a lot of health, so let's put the boss beater weapon on for them. I also don't think they can be CC'd by the various goodies on our sword, on our standard
The first
sword,
of the
the
wardstone
ignition.
stops glowing. 2 to go.
So that's the objective here. These ward stones have to be... Can we see where the next one is? I'm not sure we can. But that's the objective, to touch the ward stones as you pass. I would like to carry these ooze to the next area, or lose them all together if we can. Or this could be interesting. Could do with that thing dispatching quickly. Good stuff. Happy days. We're gonna go in the soup again here, are we? Nope, not quite. So second ward stone coming up.
The magical barrier fades when you deactivate the second wardstone. 1
The
left.
ooze, I think we can just wander past them. I don't think they... But these things are dangerous to leave behind because they have ranged and it hurts, especially if they're a crown. So I'm not going to make that mistake. Okay, happy days.
A frostwormling bursts through the ice and attacks. This valley is clearly to be hunted.
Frostworm, I don't know if we can get by without engaging that. We'll have to see. Might be able to leave it behind, I don't know. Can't leave these birds behind. shield thing does ever so well with
The
those.
third ward stone has been deactivated, allowing you to access a cave at
So
the
it
far
looks
north
like
side
we
of the
were
valley,
able to
though
leave the
there will surely
frostworm
be
behind,
more
which is
frostworms
nice.
along the way.
It's saying there's going to be more. I guess we'll have to see. Now these little things from the Chaos Man's a past life of if I'd have coordinated it right, they would have served me well here. I did the first two nicely, and typical. As soon as I say something about it, so the two frostworms there, we were able to just leave behind without engaging. So that's helped us.
The frigid winds can't reach you here deep
Shrine.
underground,
I think we're
but the
okay for
caverns
now.
rumble with the distant sounds of more frostworms.
Oh, hey up. This doesn't look good. I don't know why I bother with the shield there. There was nothing there that could be stunned. Okay, we'll take that. Have I even gone the right way? I think so. He's on his own. Get the boss beater out. He's hit us a good whack there already. Okay. Now
This is
which
the
way?
same type of magic barrier you've seen before. There must be another ward stone nearby.
I think this is an optional. It's a quick optional though. There's quite a few actually in this chain.
Feeding.
Hidden away within these caves
Optionals
is a
reasonably
comparatively
close to the
cozy
sort of main path, and it's
Unfortunately, the
kind of
reason
worth
it lives
going
here
for
gives
them
you a less than friendly welcome.
for the possible named loot and nice things in the chest, the pack ingredients and what have you.
I hunger.
Don't turn us to stone again. That'd be nice. Okay, happy days.
Hard to eat just
Go on.
one.
No named loot this time. For those of you who don't know, facing away from the Medusa when she does that turn to stone attack is absolutely vital to survival, at least in my experience. Running a bit low on smites as well, aren't we? Right, so I can show you on the map here. Going down that way is an optional to... I can show you as we pass it. To break up the ice worm eggs, and for each set of eggs that you break, an ice worm will spawn. And if you break the whole thing, you get the optional chest with pack ingredients in. In the interests of speed, I'm not going to do that one, because I'm going to try and squeeze 3 quests into this particular recording. So down here we've got the main quest. It's the chief ice worm protecting the ward stone over there, the last ward stone that we can see.
You found the final ward stone in the lair of the largest frostworm.
I think what we're going to do is use the go big, not because I think we're going to be particularly endangered, but the weapon bonus is going to help us here. Come on. Don't think there's anything else significant to fight after this, so we can burn all the boosts that we have available and smite.
worm has been defeated, allowing you to deal the final ward
days.
stone. The final ward stone's magic fades. Now you can advance further into the cave.
This is a little bit of a trend actually in this pack. I've noticed that the end boss, which that effectively was, is often not located at the end of the quest in this expansion. So sometimes you'll fight like a red boss and you'll think, crikey, we're not at the end yet. And with this one, as in others, all we're doing now, I think anyway, is walking to the end, to this little cabin in the snow. I'm not saying I dislike having
Although
it
the
that
cabin
way.
sits here perched on
just
the
different.
icy shore. This snowbound retreat must be where Elise is
But,
hiding.
sit by the shore for a moment, even though it's freezing. I definitely have a thing for the sea, me.
The air inside this dimly lit cabin is barely warmer than that of the tundra outside, yet you can feel an aura of warmth radiating from a corner of the room.
We have, of course, seen
Elise
this cabin
finishes telling her
before.
story. She's agreed to help you defeat Dr. Mordenheim, but first she needs something from you.
Sorry, Cordovan, for talking over you. So that's the first one. We can check again as we come out for the red boss on the jetty here. Don't think he's there this time. No, it doesn't look like it. So we're going to check this warehouse for the big purple name that can sometimes reside in there. Hopefully we have more luck than we did on my run through the rares. Nope, it would be there if it was there at all. So we're going on now towards the two quests at the top of the northeast side of the map. Just open the map up there so we can see it's these two Schloss Allbrecher ones. Initially, when we got on the boat on the first one, and then you go into this opulent reception hall, and I'm thinking, is all this on a boat? My questing colleague says, no, you idiot, the boat's taken us to the destination. So more fool me. So first job here in this one is to gain an audience
You can't put aside the
with our host.
You have arrived at Schloss Allbrecher under the pretext of attending the Baron's Grand Hall is just that, grand. Your
To do
senses
that,
are overwhelmed with the sights, sounds,
we need to do
and
a favor
smells of this opulent
for
reception.
this
Yet the
person
Baron
here.
himself is nowhere to be seen. You'll need to find someone close to him to
Clearing
gain
out this
audience.
room of the infestation that has befallen it. There's plenty of them. These are certainly new opponents for this pack. And Mr. Despair Reaper, on the other hand, is a very old opponent. What was that? 1,000? Was that a crown or was that just a normal? Oh my god. I think it must have been a crown, but my word. Yeah, when those big hits come, it's a proper wake-up call.
That should be the last of the
Okay.
Grimmiscus. Now to return and see whether you can arrange an audience with the Baron.
So let's go and have a word with our friend here. See if he can
You've
get us in
managed
to see the
arrange
host.
an audience with the Baron at long last. You can find a hush falls over the crowd, as if someone is about to speak. To your surprise,
Let's
everyone
just give you a quick
turns
look
to
for those of
listen
you who
to a
haven't
voice
seen.
coming
It's
from a
quite
small
the
mechanical
grand
device.
hall, this, isn't it?
Welcome to Schloss Albrecher. I am honored to have so many of Lamordia's most eminent citizens here tonight in my home. I apologize that I am not there to
We're
greet
going to
you
wait
in
for the
person.
host here in this
Regrettably,
cozy
I
little
must
study.
attend to some vital affairs of state instead. However, you mustn't
I
let
do
my
like these
absence
light effects through the
inhibit you.
windows. I'm a fan of that.
Drink, make merry. Do not let this fine feast go to waste. The prophets of doom will tell you that these are troubled times. Yet with all the brilliant minds and courageous souls assembled here, I cannot help but feel that Lamortia's future must be warm and bright. So let us lift up our voices and our glasses to toast the brighter future that must surely arrive soon. To Lamortia!
The door flies open and someone shoves past you. The woman in a lab coat from earlier.
Ah, the heroes I've heard so much about. Don't be shy. Come in and tell me what I can do for you. The servitors are essential to manning the fishing fleet, and without the fleet, Lamortia would starve in a matter of weeks. So, a few must die now to provide servitors. This saves lives later on, surely you can see that. I must admit it's not the sort of thing the masses would understand, which is why I can't let you leave.
The floor beneath
So now
you gives way. You
the
plummet down to
meat of the
dungeons
quest
below
to try and
Schloss
escape
Albrecht.
from this underground basement area.
Welcome to another part of my home. A part most of my guests
Oh
never get
god,
to see.
yeah, this is
where I
just
keep
really
some of
not
the
good
things Dr.
times.
Mordenheim
I'm gonna
says.
probably need the go big here. This thing hurts like
They're
hell.
useful for
Let's just
security. You'll provide a
put everything
splendid
on that we
test of their
can. So we're gonna put
capabilities.
the damage reduction on as well. I'll use the when that's worn out. I'm going to use the Hood of Unrest for the
Cave
dodge
opens up here.
boost too.
Chamber ahead.
He's gonna absolutely smash us.
Vainly sewn together.
See already.
Some mockery.
Look at this. I actually think we'll use the go big now. When that wears off, I'll use the Hood of Unrest. Yeah, this guy is absolutely brutal. Hood of Unrest time, people. Throw everything into it. Come on.
The huge creature
Yeah,
falls to the
as
ground. The
as
floor
bosses
shaking
go,
around it.
he
His
hurts
body
like
is
hell.
motionless
At
once
least
more.
against me he does. This little electric puzzle, similar to the statues in Mythdrana, if you've seen those. Just like you've got to start with the one that's lit up, and then just go the way the thing is facing. So to this one. The electric thing is replacing the glowing hand of the statue in this case. I hope it's to this one. Yeah. Okay.
Don't imagine you can escape. My castle is staffed by very capable
I
guards.
should hope we can
And these
escape
cabins
after
are
that
full
mauling
of
we just took.
other things.
I don't actually know. Oh, we're going to have to deal with these now. I was about to say I don't actually know what's the other way. So maybe we could explore it together. It might be one of these quick optionals we can do. Let's have a look.
That's strange.
Okay, oh, it's
There's
just a
a
dead
door
end.
here.
Alright.
But you can't seem to find a way to open it. For now, you'll have to content yourself with imagining what lies beyond.
I've got the wrong weapon equipped. Too much crown here. We need to sort this. So we've already seen what those crowns can do if left unchecked. Okay. Am I going the right way? No, I've gone back on myself, haven't I? Well done. Dearie me. Terrible for doing that. Sometimes I'll just turn the mouse, which is
The
a bit
way out
overly
is blocked
sensitive,
by an electric barrier, similar to the
and
one
by accident I'll end up going the wrong damn way.
Disabling this barrier will likely disable all the other barriers as well, releasing who knows what. But there's no other way out, and it's not likely you'll be coming back here in any case.
So here we need to open the way out. This lever is one of the components, and this puzzle in this room is the other. That thing's tough. I seem to remember, yeah, I thought there were. Just when you think it's finished, there's a load more come out of the woodwork. I think this might not be the end of it either. Well, that was nice, completely by chance, but Red Crown joins the fray and rejected. That's on the weapon as well, by the way. The is it Slay Living? It's called Sovereign Nightmares on this one, or a Phantasmal Killer spell. But that yellow face is what comes up when it triggers. Please don't do this the way I'm doing it and setting off all the traps, because the squishier party members will not thank you for that. Remember, you can move this tile, and you do need to move it to complete the thing. Just avoid these black squares to avoid the traps being set off. Okay, so that's... Oh no, we need to light all three, so... There we go. And pull the lever once that's done, and I think that's us about done. We just have to go to the elevator.
Sounds of crackling electricity fade as the power in this area shuts down.
I don't know where you think you're going. There isn't anywhere in
Oh no,
Lemuria
it's
for
not the
you to
elevator this
hide.
time, it's just a way
You
out,
will
isn't it?
pay for
Yeah.
meddling with Dr. Mordenheim's scheme, one way or another.
Well, sentient XP, so it's a similar thing to Saltmarsh, isn't it? It's got the Saltmarsh filigrees and sentient stuff. No named loot there, but you do always get the pack ingredients for your troubles. So on now towards the last one. So this is like the part 2 of the one we just did, which is why I wanted to include it in this one. The return to Schloss Orbrecker. So the first job is to get into the
You get
place
a sinking
proper.
feeling as you once again enter the caves beneath Schloss Albrecht. When you escaped, you acted without thinking about what things would be like when you returned. Yet here you are once more.
And I think there are piles of things here. So again, we've got to use the 2 rooms, the puzzle room and the lever room.
The servitors that had once been kept safely behind the electrical barriers now wander the caves freely. Thanks to
Can we get you all
lowering
together?
the barriers
No?
during your escape. You'll need to make your way past them, or through them.
That's a pretty wretched start on my part, if I do say so myself. I think the CC on the sword got me out of a very self-inflicted hole there. Okay, so now we've just got to make sure only the Y is lit, so we just take off the other 2 and that should do. And pull the lever down at the bottom. I'm sure that's going to be surrounded by a pile of rubbish as well. Just trying to touch everything once at least with the weapon to get the legendary salt effect on them, so they're not so much of a threat. Now, did I in fact miss? I think I must have done. Looks like I missed switching off the middle one. My bad. Has to be just the Y that's lit for this part. What the? Oh, I can't believe it. I thought I'd turned off at least the first one. Did I, in fact, turn it back on in moving? Yeah, that's what I've done. You muppet. That's what you get for trying to speed along. The quest takes 3 times as long. I'll get there eventually. So finally, just the Y lit, pull the lever, and you get a confirmation that something's happened. And we're going back now to the elevator. Okay, looks like we've got some more. Can we drag you to the next lot? Nice. Okay, you didn't want to join in, did you? You must be antisocial like me. Okay. So shrine, I think we're okay, and that's the way on.
That's strange.
This is where we had that fight against that horrible thing.
Construct you fought here is
I wish I could say the end of this one is going to be easier, but I don't actually think it is. So up into the castle
The
proper
elevator
again.
takes you to the upper floor of Schloss Albrecher. The doors here are boarded up and sealed, save
I
for one.
think
at
we've
the
got
end
a
of the
red
hall.
boss in here, so let's get the boss beating weapon out. Go in there with as much prejudice as we can muster. Was I in fact wrong? I think I was. There is no red boss in here, is there? It must be in the next room. Can we hot-foot it
From
through
a
here?
distance, this bookshelf seems to be like any other.
I
Looking
think
closer,
he or she must
you're
be
not
in
so
here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Most of these books look like they're glued in place, save for one. The telltale sign of a hidden door.
Do not leave the red clown unattended. Come on, we're making heavy weather of this. She's not exactly threatening us, is she? But talk about crawling over the line. That was dreadful. Do better next time. Okay. And this
You enter the room
is the
ready
scene of
to
the end
confront
fight.
the Baron in
So
person.
these
At
three
first, it
things,
appears to
we
be
basically
empty.
have to fight him three
Then you
times and
spot
he
a
hurts.
laboratory jar containing a brain. And you come
So
to a
I've got the
sudden,
go big, I've got
sickening
the
realization.
Ah,
damage
heroes. I should
mitigation
have known
thing,
that you'd return.
and I think
This
I have the
time,
Hood of Unrest
we meet
back
in
off
person.
cooldown, do I?
I
Yeah.
must admit I'm loath to entertain guests in a state such as, well, this. Very few have seen
We
their
also have the
stalwart
unyielding
leader in this
sovereignty
form,
that I must
aside
make
from
use
Dr.
of when he
Mordenheim and her
really
associates, of
hammers
course.
us.
Speaking of Dr. Mordenheim, I'm afraid she
So
has
we're going to
asked me
start off with the
deliver
Hood of
a rather
Unrest, I think.
grave prescription.
Already
if I
lost
saw
half
you
the health and
again.
it didn't work.
But
Oh
you
my god.
mustn't worry. I won't make you suffer any more.
We'll start off with Go Big then, I think. Look at the damage he's doing. I worry now for these next two because we've used up our biggest. Oh, look at that. Come on, heal up, heal up, heal up quick before he comes back.
Has its challenges, I admit.
We're gonna go with Hood of
It
Unrest
also
this
has
time. Come on, game.
certain advantages.
And for the last one, we'll go with the Radiant Force Field thing. If we live that long. Come on. God, this is horrible. Die. Okay, Radiant Force Field. Come at me.
Why are you doing this? Do you want Lamodia to starve?
I want to live. I don't know about Lamord yet. We'll deal with that another time. Come on. Don't die now. Don't die now. Come on. We've still got some bits and pieces up our sleeve here. We've got unyielding we can use. Let's trigger that now. Have some of that. Last haste boost going in. Come on, we can do this.
The Baron has
Yes,
run out of usable
outlasted
bodies.
them.
Now there's nothing
Oh,
left
that
of
was
him
awful.
but a brain pulsing feebly on
I
the
think we
floor.
deserve some named loot. I
He's
don't know
paid
about
the
you
price
folks.
for helping Dr.
Didn't get any.
Mordenheim with a
Okay.
murderous scheme.
I'll settle for
Time
surviving.
to move
That,
on to
yeah,
find
that's
the
rough. I don't know if I
unbreakable
could have done better by moving around and trying to avoid him or what, but that was an absolute pummeling, wasn't it? I had to use all the hands. We've got the hands from the extra hands from the Sentinel tree, plus hands from Asimar, the unyielding thing from our faith, the Go Big, Undying Vanguard from the Sentinel tree. Sorry, that's the Sacred Defender, the extra hands, isn't it? That's the Sentinel, the epic. Plus all the little tricks that we... Oh, why is the screen gone half? Okay, yeah, the little tricks, the green steel clickable for Radiant Force Field, the Hood of Unrest, we called them all to our aid there, and just about crawled over the line, didn't we? But yeah, quite pleased with how that went. Some edge of the seat adventuring there, I guess, at the end. Yeah, in fact, both bosses in that one, the golem thing in the first part, and then that triple one at the end. Oh my god! Yeah, could have so done with a Healy type in there behind me. Okay, I think that about wraps it up for this one. Thank you very much as always for looking. I hope to be back soon with another installment. I think we're about halfway through now in terms of quests that you've seen. So I will speak to you next time. Take care.